Amanda Wilson here, founder and innovator of VOXAPOD, a modern menstrual cup with a unique patent pending design. I wanted to just share a little bit about my experience with Funded Today. So we ended up actually launching our Kickstarter campaign twice. And the first time we launched, we learned a few things very strategically about the Kickstarter algorithm and how to set our funding goal. And also what ended up happening is in our first launch, we started testing with Funded Today, and we found that the conversions were really high, but we just didn't have enough runway time left in that first campaign to really scale up those ads and hit our funding goals. So we ended up kind of pulling the plug on that campaign and relaunching with Funded Today right out of the gate. So one of my regrets is that I didn't bring Funded Today on from day one in my first campaign, because I think we probably could have successfully funded the first go around. But so we relaunched 4 days after we canceled our first campaign with Funded Today from the get-go. And our experience is so rooted in data analytics that, when you look at the numbers, they don't lie. So I can go in the back end of my Kickstarter and I could see exactly where my traffic and my conversions were coming from. You can go in your Google Analytics and see your traffic. So I could go in and look at traffic source in real time, and I could see that, 80-90% of my traffic was coming from Funded Today. So we knew before we even brought them on that our campaign was converting at like 7%, which is really high. But the problem was after we launched and, all of our friends and family, and then we kind of did our big social media push, traffic really starts to drop off, and you have to have traffic on, you've got to have eyes on your campaign. So even if you have a campaign that converts really well, if you're not getting that traffic, it doesn't really matter. You have to have traffic to convert. So the resource that Funded Today brought for us is that traffic. And not only did they bring traffic, but they brought what I would call pre-qualified traffic. So of our, 1,200 backers, almost, 1,100 of them were people who had previously backed Kickstarter campaigns. And so Funded Today specifically targets people that have backed other campaigns, which is why the traffic that they bring actually converts better than some of the traffic I was able to bring. Not that we didn't convert traffic through some of our efforts as well, but again, they were bringing pre-qualified prospects to our campaign page that already understood the concept and learning curve of Kickstarter, and not just the fact that they're buying this product or pre-ordering this product or service, but that they're supporting the launch of a company that in a democratic way by sort of grassroots funding or investment, individual investors that already get that concept of why somebody would seek out a crowdfunding campaign versus a traditional angel or VC investor. Anyway, I am absolutely thrilled with my experience. My only regret is that I didn't start with them from day one. Their team is very professional, extremely responsive. I could post up a question. We kind of created like our own individual Skype channel, so I could post up a question and get an immediate response. I would highly recommend them. If we ever do another campaign, I absolutely would not do it without them. I think there's one other thing I want to address, because I have had people ask me this, is, well, they take a cut. And, people go, well, that just seems really high, or it seems really unfair. But my background is all in direct sales and commission sales. And the reality is Funded Today is not taking a cut of anything you bring to the table. So if they're your friends or family, or you get a press piece, or you get a blog post, you're going to get 100% credit for that. But if they bring something to the table, it's only fair that they get a cut of that. And it's no different than if you hired a sales team and you said, hey, go do this work for me. They would expect to get a portion of that pay because they're doing the work. So, yes, they do get a cut, but in my opinion, it's 100% fair. And I feel like it was valued really well. There's no way we would have hit 75,000 for our campaign without their help. And what we did then is we just built that into what we knew our funding goal was going to be. So, and in addition to that, not just the pledges that they brought to the table, but there's also all of the support that they provided, but also just the background knowledge they have. They've been doing this for years. There were so many things they were able to coach me on, from like the pricing, or, move up your testimonial so you've got instant social validation, just some of the really technical stuff that allows for better conversions in general. And those were pieces of advice that were given to me freely at no charge. So I considered that part of the value of the package of what I was paying them for, is their expertise in doing this and what works and what doesn't work. When you've only got 30 days to make something happen, you don't have time to vet a lot of your ideas to see what's going to work and not going to work. So you really do need to have a trusted source that's already done that for you. And that's what Funded Today has done. So thank you, Funded Today, for all of the support that you guys provided. And we are super excited that we can now go into production. So it's been quite a journey, and we definitely couldn't have done it without Funded Today. So, all right, good luck, everyone. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, thanks. Bye.